If your soil looks lifeless, compacted and dry, the problem is not nutrients. It is biology. Earthworms do not arrive by accident. They move with purpose, and when conditions are right, they arrive fast. What most gardeners never realize is that worms respond within hours when soil offers three things at once: moisture, darkness, and easy food. When those signals appear together, worms migrate upward and inward almost immediately. This is not theory. It is how healthy soil rebuilds itself in nature, and you can trigger it deliberately without digging, turning compost, or buying anything expensive. Earthworms are not just residents of good soil. They are creators of it. As worms move through soil, they create channels that allow air and water to penetrate deeper. Their castings contain beneficial microbes, plant-available nutrients, and natural growth stimulants that roots respond to instantly. You know, a single night of worm activity can improve soil structure more effectively than, well, weeks of manual work. Traditional compost bins, they heat up quite a bit. Worms, on the other hand, really avoid heat. They much prefer cool, moist, dark environments where, food is already breaking down. The fastest way to invite them, honestly, is not composting above ground, but rather feeding the soil surface directly. This trick works because it mimics forest floors, where worms feed on decaying plant matter layered gently on moist soil. Worms follow scent and moisture. When carbon-rich material begins breaking down in contact with wet soil, microbes release gases and organic acids that worms detect quickly. Add darkness and stable moisture, and worms respond fast. This is why, the method works overnight rather than over weeks. The foundation of this method is soaked cardboard laid directly on soil and lightly fed with a microbe-activating solution. Cardboard provides carbon. Moisture activates microbes. Darkness removes stress. Together, they send a powerful signal underground. Worms move upward to feed and stay. So, you'll want to use plain brown cardboard with no glossy surfaces at all. Be sure to remove tape and labels completely, as these can interfere with the process. Now, instead of cutting the cardboard, tear it. This exposes the fibres. Torn fibres allow microbes to colonize faster, which, really speeds up the entire process. Next, fill a container with 10 litres of clean water. Add 1 tablespoon of unsulfured molasses. Then just stir until it's fully dissolved. This solution feeds bacteria instantly. Those bacteria soften the cardboard fibres and release compounds that worms detect quickly. Lay the soaked cardboard directly on bare soil in the evening. Overlap pieces slightly to block light completely. Press it flat so it touches the soil everywhere. This bit is quite important. Then slowly pour the molasses water evenly over the cardboard, using the full 10 litres for an area of about 2 square metres. The goal here is deep saturation, not runoff. After that, cover the cardboard with a thin layer of leaves, grass clippings or finished compost. This keeps moisture stable and adds nitrogen to balance the carbon. Earthworms, move mostly at night to avoid predators and dehydration. Applying this method in the evening aligns perfectly with their natural movement patterns. By morning, worm activity is often visible under the cardboard. Bacteria multiply rapidly once fed. Fungi begin colonizing cardboard fibers. Moisture penetrates the soil surface. Worms detect the change and migrate upward through existing channels. As worms feed, they deposit castings directly where roots will grow. Compost bins separate food from soil. This method, though, feeds soil directly. Worms do not need finished compost. They need decaying organic matter in contact with soil. This shortcut delivers nutrients exactly where plants use them. Each application adds stable carbon to soil. Worm tunnels remain open after worms move on. Microbial diversity increases, water retention improves, soil becomes darker and softer with each cycle. This is how dead soil becomes living soil. Once every 4 to 6 weeks during warm seasons is enough. Overuse is unnecessary. Soil biology builds momentum on its own once established. In poor soils, results improve dramatically after the second or third application. Dry cardboard repels microbes. Skipping the carbon layer reduces food availability. Applying in full sun causes moisture loss. Using treated cardboard introduces toxins. Precision matters, but the method remains simple. Worms move horizontally as well as vertically. Raised beds placed on soil benefit immediately. Containers placed on bare ground also attract worms upward through drainage holes. This turns even small growing spaces into living systems. Earthworms do not need to be bought. They need to be invited. When soil offers safety, moisture and food, worms arrive on their own. This approach replaces force with attraction. If this method helped you see soil differently, subscribe to Nature's Blueprint. Share this with a gardener who struggles with hard ground, and help spread knowledge that rebuilds soil naturally.